Hi everybody, welcome to the show. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Amanda. This is Raising A to Z, an informational and inspirational YouTube channel all about homeschooling. Today we're doing some more Christmas stuff. I'm super excited about this. I'm going to show you some of our favorite Christmas books. But before I do that, can you do me a favor? If you are a subscriber to us, can you go down to the bottom and click unsubscribe and then subscribe again? Make sure that you click the bell. So let's jump right into this. One of our favorite things to do is to do 24 books under the Christmas tree. It is something that we have been kind of building towards and working on the last couple of years. If you want to hear how we do that and all the stuff about it, we have a video, we'll link it up here. So over the years, I have slowly been building my Christmas book collection. I've started working on this collection before I had kids, back when in my teaching days, and now I have quite a collection to the point where when it comes time to pick 24 books, I have a little bit of choice. We don't actually have to pull all the books out. I can pick the books that I think my kids are really gonna love. So today I thought I'd share some of our absolute favorite Christmas books that are always, that I always make sure to include when I wrap them up and put them under the tree. So let's jump right in. I don't think you can have a Christmas book list that doesn't include "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" or this one we actually have in French, C'était la veille de Noël. While I love any rendition of the classic, I think this one is particularly beautiful. It does come in English and obviously French like we have, but the illustrations in this book are just like absolutely gorgeous. I can't even handle them. They're some of the most beautiful book illustrations, and I just love it. Has this full big, like, opens wide. It's just absolutely beautiful. This is by far the prettiest "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" edition that I've ever seen. Like I said, this one we have in French because we're always trying to add French books to our list, but it is available in English, and it's a classic, and when it's a classic and it's got beautiful illustrations, you can't go wrong. And we'll include links for all the books that we can find in the description below, so if there's a title here that really sparks your fancy and you want to pick it up or include it for your own family, you can do that really easily. A new book for us that I'm really excited about is Pick a Pine Tree. This is a really cute book. It is, what I love about it, it's a little bit different. I find a lot of books are about like Christmas Eve and the night of Christmas and everything's there. This book is actually all about like the art of setting up. So it's like the kids are going on an adventure, they're going out, they're picking their Christmas tree at the lot, they're cutting it down, they're bringing it home, they're decorating it, they're going through all the steps of actually getting ready for Christmas, which I think is something that we don't really talk about a lot when it comes to books. And for us in our home, decorating for Christmas is such a big thing. So it's kind of nice to have a book that kind of depicts that. It is a beautiful book. It has gorgeous illustrations. It has a great cute little pop up at the end, and it is just such a sweet little story. So this is a new one for us, but it'll definitely be in our roster for many years to come. Another book that I picked up this year is A Loud Winter's Nap, which is kind of a play on the line from "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" on a long winter's nap. This is about a little turtle who is trying to find a place to take a nap because he is supposed to be sleeping, and everybody is so excited about Christmas they keep waking him up. It is such a cute little story, something again a little bit different from your classic Christmas Eve, but just a really cute little book. I found this, I've seen it at Chapters, however I picked this one up at the dollar store, which is why I think it was in that like a damaged book section because it's a little bit warped, but my kids don't know and they don't care. It is a great story, and I think it'll be another one that's just going to be in our roster for many years to come. Book that we read every single year without fail, that is always on our list, The Pajama Elves. This is kind of a cute little poem. It's beautifully illustrated. It's all about the elves that bring you Christmas pajamas on Christmas Eve to help keep you asleep because they have magic in the threads. And so this is a book that we read, but it's also a tradition that we do in our home. Our kids look for the Pajama Elves. We've never found them, but the Pajama Elves do visit our house on Christmas Eve, and they bring them new pajamas and an ornament for the tree and a little snack for Christmas Eve church service. Not that we're going to make it to church service this year, but That's kind of what they're used to. So this is kind of like, not only is a story, it's also a part of a tradition in our home. So another book that we absolutely love is The 12 Days of Christmas in Canada. If you know me, you know that I am a sucker for a good Canadian book. I don't know why, I just love good Canadian books and anything about Canada. And so this is like the 12 Days of Christmas, but with a little Canadian twist. So we've got Mounties, and we've got lobsters, and we've got polar bears and ice skating, and all kinds of things that are purely Canadian, and such a Canadian thing. And it's such a great little book. We love it. We read it every year. And yeah, definitely one of our favorites. And speaking of Canadian, you gotta love a good Canadian author. We are crazy big fans of Robert Munsch. He has a couple Christmas books out there. We have one. This is the one that we have, Finding Christmas. And again, anything Robert Munsch is worth purchasing. I just think they're fantastic. So this is a little story about a little girl who is trying to find her Christmas presents. She has searched the whole house looking for her Christmas presents and cannot find them anywhere. And then she finds some in the back of Santa's sleigh, and she goes on this little adventure. So it is a great little story, and it's got that Robert Munsch funny, kind of absurd. If you can find any Robert Munsch Christmas books, I highly recommend them. This is the one that we have, and it's just fantastic. Another new book that I'm adding, that as soon as it came out, I read it and I just had to own it. 5 More Sleeps Till Christmas. This is a book by Jimmy Fallon, the comedian, and it is absolutely the sweetest little book. It is about a little boy who is so excited that Christmas is coming that he just cannot fall asleep every single night. There's 5 days coming, and every night he's so having such a hard time, and then he does. And then the next night he's having such a hard time again, and then he falls asleep. And then he has another hard time, and then he falls asleep. And it is such a great book about just the struggles and the excitements that is childhood when you know that Santa is coming. So again, another great book. My kids haven't read it yet, but they will definitely love this when they unwrap it from underneath our tree. I am not only a fan of Canadian books, I'm also a fan of, as you can see, books that are a little bit different, books that are not necessarily about the Christmas Eve or like your traditional Christmas Eve. And so this book, Samurai Santa, has been a favorite ever since I found it at our dollar store. It is just illustrations are so fantastic. It's got this whole red, white, and black color scheme, which is absolutely gorgeous. Like, such a great little, it's so well illustrated. And it is about a little ninja who's feeling a little left out. And so he decides he's going to catch Santa. And when Santa arrives, he actually starts this epic snowball fight with Santa Claus. And he gets all the other little ninjas in his dojo to join him, and it becomes this whole thing. And yeah, it is a great book. It's different. It's not your classic, there's reindeer and yeah, there's Santa, but it's not this, it's got a nice twist to it. And so I think it's just such a fun book. My kids always like it, and I love it. So definitely a great book to add to your repertoire. The last book that I have on my must-have Christmas book list is Dasher. This is the story of Dasher, one of Santa's reindeer, and it is just like I found this while browsing. I wasn't gonna buy any Christmas books last year. I had purchased my Christmas book quota, which I try to get like only 1 or 2 a year, and I saw this one at Chapters and I read it. And I almost cried, and so I brought it home. It's beautifully illustrated. I think you need to see that from the cover. Like, every picture is like this. It is an absolutely gorgeous story of a little reindeer who just wants to get back to the North Pole, but can't because he's in a circus. Oh, she's in a circus. And so she's a little bit sad, and then she escapes. And when she escapes, she runs into this man in a red suit who changes her life and the life of her family. And so it is an incredible story. It is, like I said, I almost cried. And I highly recommend it. Dasher, great book. So those are the books that I pull out every year when it's time for me to pick 24 books to wrap to put under my tree. These are the ones that I pull out every single year. They are loved. We read them again and again through the holiday season. And yeah, they're books that I stand by and I think are just the most heartwarming, beautifully illustrated, beautiful storyline kind of books. So yeah, we'll put links for all of them below if you're interested. If you like this video, you like other videos that we do, you want to know when we're going to put new videos out, make sure that you subscribe and click the bell. And if you want to see us reading some of these stories or doing some of the other activities that we do over the Christmas holidays, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where we do little daily updates, and we'll share with you all the books that we're reading, including the other books that are going to be on our list and under our tree. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.